too, bro. It's
Where you gotta
Friday.
be?
Wreck-It Ralph
Wait,
tonight.
Friday. Wreck-It's on Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Was mine on Friday? No, mine was on a Thursday. Whatever. Who cares? Okay.
I don't know, dude.
All right.
1, 2, 3. Ooh, that was good. That was crisp. That was a nice one.
A nice one?
A nice one.
All right, we
Dude,
gotta
I
start
swear to
that
God,
whole
if this
thing over.
stand-up clip, if I'm not famous by the end of this recording, I'm fucking quitting comedy.
Okay,
I'm
we got
so fucking tired of posting clips that are mediocre and not getting praise for it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
All right. Well, when we end this podcast and it has 20 likes, I have a 25-minute spot in Stuart, Florida coming up that Matt's going to have to be replaced on because he's quitting, apparently.
where are we in Stewart?
We're at Stewart, that Distillery Brewery.
Oh, your show, right? Triple F show.
Triple F show. Everybody, we're plugging it right away so you can't skip over at the end. Come to the show.
No, you won't come. They won't come.
Yeah, I bet you won't come.
Yeah, you pussies. You
Dude,
won't
I
come,
bet you
dude.
guys won't
Dude, they
come.
won't.
If you come,
You
we'll
won't.
make you come.
Yeah, you won't. Okay.
Isn't that's the worst whenever you're in high school or like elementary school and like a black guy's like, you won't. You're like, damn, I have
to now.
Now I have to.
Our
Yeah.
school was big on, I bet you ain't hit him.
I bet you. And then you have to hit him.
And then you do have to
hit him.
What was the first? Do you remember? I remember the first time I saw real violence in elementary
I
school.
thought you were about to be like, I remember the first time I saw a real black person.
No, dude.
He did grow up in Iowa.
I did, yeah. So yeah, I
He's
still
like, what
haven't.
the hell is that?
I still haven't. But this kid, it was the first time I ever witnessed like an actual like legit fight. It wasn't just like like a little kid fight. This guy, actually, I'm not gonna say his name, but he slammed another kid's face
Say
into
his name, bro.
and he slammed another kid's.
Statute of limitations.
Yeah, that's true. Lucas.
I'll
Mariner.
ruin your story.
Yeah,
What
Lucas.
is his name?
Lucas Mariner. He slammed a kid's face.
Lucas Mariner.
He
in case
slammed
that
a kid's
wasn't
face into a basketball like hoop, like like the attached pole thing.
How athletic is this kid? He's
Yeah,
dunking someone's
No.
head.
Like it was the pole that held the basketball hoop.
Oh, the
He s-
pole.
You
Yeah,
could have just said a pole.
yeah, he did. Yeah, that would have been. Yeah,
He smashed a kid's
he
face
kicked into a
pole.
pole, and then he took off running. And we
Now,
were like
wait.
4th grade, and he ran off the playground.
What's more important is what's the kid's name? The nerd who got bullied.
Damien something. I don't know his last name. He transferred schools.
After this
Yeah.
incident,
He got
No.
bullied and his name was Damien?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's not
Ooh.
good. That's not good.
Omen?
Yeah,
That's
dude.
I've
Yeah.
never seen it.
That movie scared the fuck out of me because the first, 30 seconds is, because, it's about the Antichrist. And I was very religious at the point of that movie coming out. I think that movie
Hilarious.
came out in, 2004. And the first, it's all, found footage and, news clips of, things that would lead up to the apocalypse, like the signs, and it's showing real things at 9/11 and all these things. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh fuck, this is really gonna happen. And I that movie scared the shit out of me.
That's the movie where the kid gets adopted, right? The mom adopts this kid, and he's an orphan, and then he's just patrolling the house, causing havoc.
He's
No,
he's
he's
literally
the
the
Antichrist.
Antichrist.
He's
Dude.
actually in
What
the
am I
movie-
thinking of?
You're thinking of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Classic mistake.
That's a
man.
classic movie,
Classic
by the way.
mistake, honestly.
Classic mistake. People
Yeah.
mix those up all the
Yeah,
time.
that's
Do you?
Don't even worry
Honey,
about it.
oopsies. That's a fun oops.
What
by
about
the,
the
way.
movie where they adopt the young girl
That's
and
what I was
she
thinking
starts
of.
causing trouble, and then they find out that she's actually just a 30-year-old midget?
Oh, that's a
That's
real
a
life
real-
story.
that
I
really
know,
happened.
isn't that fucking
That's
frightening,
crazy.
dude?
That's
That
crazy.
scared
Did you-
the shit out of me.
That's why you leave those kids in the agencies. Don't
Yeah.
adopt.
Don't get
It
the
could be
problem.
a murderous little person.
You never know.
That movie probably did so much damage to adoption agency. You know, movie probably did so much damage to like orphan children is Stuart Little.
Yeah.
That
That
Wait,
movie
what?
is about a family with a little boy who they want to adopt a sibling for their little boy.
Yeah.
And they go there and they walk by dozens of human children and they're like, the mouse.
Yeah. The mouse who flies planes.
There should have been.
That's what we want.
That whole movie should have been just a discussion between the person who runs the orphanage and the parents, just being like, please, it's gonna live 2 weeks. It's a
Yeah.
mouse. Please don't pick the mouse. Please do not walk by human children, orphans, and pick the mouse.
Do you think the story would have been different if Stuart Little hadn't been a white mouse?
Yeah,
Oh.
it would have been.
That's
yeah,
a thinker right there.
I
What
can't
if
wait
it-
for Tyler Perry's Stuart Little.
Stuart Lil.
Yes, dude. Holy shit, Lil Stewart.
Stuart Little.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. Oh, Tyler
Fuck.
Perry sucks.
Cut the pod, dude.
That's a closer, dude. We just did our closer fucking 4
Yeah.
minutes.
Damn
in,
it.
And I
Yeah.
don't know what else we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Fucking top Stuart Little.
That was so funny. I almost black people laughed. Like ran off. That was so
Or
good.
you do that jog. The
Yeah, the
jog.
jog,
Where you're still walking, but you're kind of jogging around.
Mm.
I don't know what. Yeah, he hasn't met black people. What was
He's never met
that?
him. He's never met him.
That was the weirdest impression of.
That wasn't that was a jog.
What was it?
It was just me doing like a running, what I interpret a running jog would be, a laugh jog.
Dude,
Dude, I don't know, dude. I'm
damn,
fucking
dude,
disassociated so
thank
bad. right
God we're still riding that high from Stuart Little.
You
We would be
grill me.
destroying you right now.
Yeah, it would be the
now.
end
Yeah,
of you.
that's fine.
You did good with Lil Stewart,
I did.
but after that, it's been downhill.
yeah.
It's a quick turn,
I
but it's
peaked.
okay.
I peaked.
Do you guys remember the movie Brink?
Mm-mm. Point.
The
wait.
Disney movie?
No.
No.
We were just talking about Disney Plus before we started recording. Brink, the one where the guy, there's like teams of rollerbladers.
No.
Dude, what? So there's this guy. He's a good guy. Charmingly handsome Disney character. You know the guy, like kind of long, blonde hair. He's a good guy. He skates with his bros. That's all they like to do. They rollerblade, so they're gay, but they're still hanging out, having a fun time.
Progressive.
It's progressive, dude. This was the 90s, you know? This was when...
You couldn't say characters were gay, but you could put them in rollerblades and be like,
Exactly. Yeah. You can't say this adolescent teen is gay, but he does rollerblade with all of his friends competitively.
and
You
probably
do the
wears a
math.
lot of neon.
There were a lot of bright
Ooh.
colors in this.
Mhm.
So basically, there's this other rollerblade team full of bad boys.
Ooh.
And they're classic Disney bad boys. They're also strikingly handsome for the time. A lot of spiked up hair, a lot of puka
Yeah.
shell necklaces.
Yeah.
Super cool guys.
Bad boys.
Super cool bad boys. And their team is like sponsored. And they're shredding at all the gnarliest parks that the other guys can't even get in.
Oh,
And
man.
there comes this competition. And at some point, I don't remember what happens. There's a falling out with the good guys. The main character, he ends up going to the bad boys.
Ooh.
And he's
Oh, no.
killing it, but they're still kind of addicted to him, but even more so they're addicted to his friends, which
Oh.
doesn't sit well with him. But he,
Of course not.
you know, naturally wants to succeed. He wants to win the rollerblade competition. I don't really know. I'm losing the plot a little bit, if I'm being honest. But basically, in the end, Team Pup and Suds, which is the good team, they're sponsored by a car wash. They are fighting. They're not fighting. They're competing. What, do you have a question?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is the car wash owned by one of the dads that's also, it's a struggling business prior to the competition?
I don't know. All I know
And the
is that
competition turns
all I
around.
remember, I watched it a couple years ago when Disney Plus came out. All I know is that the dad of the main character acts his ass off in this movie. He is the star, and there's no questions about it. He
you
is
remember-
really doing good.
Do you remember the movie Little Giants?
Yeah, dude, when they
That was a better movie for all of us to
In-
talk about.
In Little
I also
sure.
one second, before we get to Little Giants, I also like Disney movie in the early '90s. The bad, like the guys to make them bad, they were never actually doing things that bad people would do. Like they're just
Yeah.
like bullying kids, like nice jacket, nerd. But in
No,
reality, if they were
well,
bad now,
these
it's like,
guys scattered gravel on the skate course, and it caused a pretty
Ooh.
gnarly
ooh,
accident.
okay, that's what I was
And
gonna
it- and
add.
it-
Yeah, that's
and
bad
it,
boy.
Bad boy.
It injured the only female on the Pup and Suds team. It was a pretty big deal.
There's always
Basically,
one.
There's
There's always one. And
That's
she's,
why-
guess what? She's a little masculine.
Yeah,
Mhm.
same with the girl
Coincidence?
in
I
Little
think
Giants.
not.
Yes, little.
Here's the thing. In Little Giants, if you remember the little, kind of butchy bitch, she was really into
The word I avoided on
quarterback.
purpose before.
The quarterback that came to their
Junior?
I think so.
That's what I wanted my name to be when I
And
was young
she
because
really-
of this movie.
Yeah, Jesus. Here, she wanted him to like her, and her uncle, who was the coach of the really good team,
Yeah.
he was like, she went to him and she was like, "Do you think I'm pretty?" And I remember he
Oh.
said no,
Yeah.
and then he goes, "I think you're beautiful." And I thought that was such a slick line. I said that to like 3 girls in 2nd grade. And
Did it
Also,
work? Did you get any
with
pussy?
no, absolutely not.
In second grade, did you get pussy? Is the question you just asked?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
there
bro.
was no context. I didn't realize what made that work was them asking if they're pretty, and then the switcheroo. No, I don't think you're pretty. You're
think
beautiful.
You just walked up
I
and
would
be
just
like,
walk
I
up
don't
to,
think you're pretty, and they'd be like, what? You'd be like, you're beautiful.
I would just walk up to girls like a real autist and be like, I don't think you're pretty. I actually think you're beautiful. And they would be like, what the fuck is this kid doing?
During MySpace age, I used to send that song, the Lil Wayne song. I wish I could fuck every girl in the world. You know that song featuring Gutta and Drake.
It was a Young Money song.
Yeah, it was a Young Money
Yeah.
song. I used to send that to girls thinking this was going to be like, yeah, I'm thinking about you tonight. And then in reality, the song is literally just like, I want to fuck every girl.
Yeah.
Not
Why-
even, I thought
that's
that was
a terrible
the song.
plan.
Guttaville 2, solid mixtape.
I've
never heard that.
No, is it a Gutta mixtape?
Dude,
Yeah,
Gutta
it's got
used
a
to
lot
be-
of good Wayne features on it.
I'm not a huge Wayne guy.
Young
to be
Money
honest
Hot.
with you.
What?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Noser.
I'm not, dude. When I was in middle school, yeah, because guess what? You're like, oh, words rhyme, and you're like, oh, this
That's
is
not what
great.
he- dude.
Lollipop, I like those.
That's
like
like
that's
his- no.
that's the whole thing. No Ceilings, fire mixtape.
Yes.
He has better
Um,
mixtapes. He has
Up
better
until,
mixtapes.
He
I
does.
think No Ceilings to me was the peak of like the time in which like rap was cool in my life. Of like high school, just got a car. Like I have I have a subwoofer in my car because I was a cool upper
Yeah.
middle class fella.
Yeah.
And dude, like listening to No Ceilings was the shit. But past that, which one was the album that had Blunt Blowing on it?
Carter
That's
4.
the,
There's nothing,
don't
no
really care for
good
that.
Wayne songs that I listened to past the Carter 4. in my
Dedication
opinion.
2 to No Ceilings, that whole stretch, the greatest run in the history of hip hop. Boom. Right
History
there.
of hip hop is a bold statement, but I don't really have enough to argue with you about it. I'm just not a huge Lil Wayne
I'm the
fan.
blackest person on this podcast, so you have to take my
Okay.
word for it.
Weird thing to. I wanted to argue with you, but I'm realizing now that would be a weird thing for me to argue.
I'm
with.
blacker.
Yeah, I don't think I want to do that. I
Pull
do
your
want to
penis
finish
out right
something
now, let's
because it's
measure 'em.
giving me anxiety. The good guy in Brink, he ended up at the very last competition switching back to the good team and winning and beating the bad guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, dude. Did he get the girl too?
He did. There was a love romance, and I do
Was it the
believe
girl
that
on
they
the team?
pecked. I think it was the Butchie broad. Yeah.
Yeah, hell
I
yeah.
think it
That's-
was.
That's awesome, dude.
Remember the Mighty Ducks where they shoved Keenan Thompson's fat ass in goal?
That's not Keenan Thompson.
It's
Is
not?
No, that's
It might be.
the guy who plays Goldberg.
No, not Goldberg.
Goldberg's the goalie, right? There's no way
No,
fat
because
ass
Goldberg
played
is
anything
the
else.
slap shot.
Dude, I don't know.
I've
I'm
seen
gonna
that
have
movie. To be fair, I've seen it once, so I'm not a good point
Keenan
of reference.
Thompson is look.
Maybe one.
It's some sort of chubby black kid.
Well, now this
He's
is
in there.
insane if it's wrong.
He has to be. Please be right.
If I don't remember
please be
Keenan
right.
Thompson even being in that movie.
Keenan Thompson, Mighty Ducks.
I really don't. I honestly, if I had to bet a minuscule amount of money, I would bet that he's not even in that movie.
He is.
Okay.
He is. He's in D2, The Mighty Ducks.
He's in the second one.
He's
You're
in the
arguing the
second one.
second one.
You know what? D2 similar to T2. Sequel's better than the first one.
What's T2?
Terminator 2.
I've never
What the
seen.
fuck? 1 second.
Never seen the
What a-
Terminator
One
movies.
second. Do people refer to that as T2?
Yeah, dude.
What's happening right now?
I've
I'm
never
so
watched.
lost.
I've never watched the Terminator movies.
I think this Terminator 2 is a perfect action movie.
A perfect action
Yes,
movie.
It's perfect.
Is that the one where they're at the They go to a graveyard and they're like there's like a shootout at the graveyard? Or am I
Dude,
thinking of
what?
like,
What a broad and vague scene to
there's
try to
there's a
portray.
Terminator where this is
There
happening.
are
He
so
pulls,
many
he
action
pulls like a
movies where that
Gatling
happens.
gun out of a casket.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
three.
That's 3.
That movie
Okay,
sucks.
that's what I'm thinking of.
2 is
I wasn't just
phenomenal.
throwing that. Is that
No,
the one
but
where
I'm
they're
just saying, dude, out of all the action movies, the amount that have a shootout in a graveyard, it's got to be a pretty solid percentage. It's got to be 10%.
It's got to be.
It's-
It's got to be 20% of Schwarzenegger's entire career.
Yeah. Oh,
What,
I would say more than that.
graveyard movies? Or are we
No,
talking
graveyard shootouts.
A graveyard
Shootouts has gotta
shoot 'em
be a
up?
lot.
Forget it. If we go just shootouts in general, we're talking 85% at least.
Oh,
of his
yeah,
whole
sure, yeah.
career.
You're basically just
Kindergarten
taking
Cop.
out,
The other 15 is his run
Yeah.
as governor of California.
You're taking out Kindergarten Cop. You're taking out Jingle All the Way.
Dude, Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the
It's
Way.
such
dude.
a
Fuck, that is
that's a fire
core
movie.
part of my childhood.
I love
Dude,
Jingle All
fucking-
the Way was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
He's just trying so hard to get his kid back who
White women
doesn't
be
really
shopping.
like him that much. Wait,
Yeah.
what?
It had
and then
very
Sinbad is the bad
dude.
guy.
White women be shopping.
Fucking, you're kidding me? Sinbad, one of the best comics of all time.
Very similar plot to Liar Liar, which rewatching now, you remember the stepdad who like he was just a sweetheart. That movie wants you to hate that guy.
Yeah.
That guy does
He was a
nothing
good guy.
wrong the whole movie.
Yeah.
That's kind of the same
Just
thing
a great guy.
with Jingle All the Way.
Uh-huh.
You want to hate the stepdad, but he's just trying to be like a good guy.
Sinbad wasn't the stepdad.
No, Sinbad
no.
was not the stepdad.
No,
he was the
Disney's
guy
not
trying to
that
get
back
the
then.
Disney's
Yeah.
not throwing
No,
interracial relationships.
not back then. Now they're doing it all the time.
Yeah, now
it's
it's
a
all
thing
they
have
do.
to do. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's like it's
They
equality.
kind of do it, but it's also quick enough to where they're like, we can cut this out for the Chinese markets, right? And they're like, oh yeah,
Do they do that?
fuck yeah, dude.
Really?
Yes. If you notice any sort of, I watched a fucking Marvel movie last night. What the fuck was the name of it? Whatever the newest one is. I fell asleep. But in the first half, there's
Sick.
it's not a good movie. It's very sleep-worthy. But there's a lesbian couple.
Nice.
And and Doctor Strange's, that's who it was. It was the Doctor Strange movie. His love interest like remarries a black dude.
Mm-hmm.
That dude is seen with the white woman for maybe 10 seconds, and the lesbian couple is seen for maybe 20 seconds. You could easily cut that out.
Interesting.
And it's
then
like,
they do that?
oh yeah, dude, China doesn't play. Dude, those movies make more money in
Dude,
China.
China doesn't play that gay shit, bro.
China doesn't play around.
Yeah.
China's
Facts.
also not a fan of mixing.
Really?
Not a fan. They don't like it.
Huh.
So they cut that shit out for the Chinese
Is it
markets.
because black and Asian people are so attractive?
It's because
'Cause they
they're
are.
worried they're going to take over the PGA Tour entirely.
Nice Tiger Woods joke.
That was a
I
solid.
saw him at a gas station once.
Really?
Mhm.
Where?
What?
Here?
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jupiter.
Was he buying a six-pack before he hit the road?
That's.
or-
I was trying to get there, but you got there first.
Hell yeah. Yeah, on the road to fuck one of his mistresses.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Drunk too.
Maybe he was
Dude,
just filling
Tiger's
up
a
his
fucking...
car.
If there's
Animal.
anybody who made being a golf star also a rock star,
Yeah.
John
Yeah, of
Daly and
course.
Tiger Woods. They're the only people.
Yeah, dude.
Because other than that, golf is fucking lame. I
Yeah.
like playing it. I think it's fun. I've played it a couple times. It's whatever.
To turn it
it's
on,
in my blood, dude.
To turn it
It's
on
in my
TV is nuts.
To have its own station?
I do not understand somebody's afternoon, or let's actually correct myself, morning to evening, sun up to sundown, on a Sunday being like, I'm just so happy the tour is on the TV. It's so goddamn boring.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Would you rather watch an entire day's worth of a golf tournament? So from like noon to 6 p.m., you got to watch golf. Or would you rather watch a WNBA game?
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
One WNBA game or how many? The same amount of time of WNBA? Like 6 hours? Which would be
Let's
probably
say
like
4
2 games?
hours of WNBA.
The WNBA.
I'd rather watch the WNBA.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm going golf.
You really?
Yeah.
The WNBA does suck, though.
It's the worst.
But the other day I was sitting outside of a show and it was in Miami, and so it was 8:40. The show time was at 8, and there was 0 people inside of the showroom.
Oh, this was last night.
This was not last night. Night before. It
Yeah.
ended up being a very good show, but I felt awkward just sitting in the back by myself, and so I went out. And I realized like the level of discomfort that I feel sitting in that setting, or like just waiting for the show to start, because I found myself at the bar, I don't drink, watching the WNBA.
Oh.
And I was like, this is how uncomfortable it is to sit in an empty room that I'm supposed to be performing comedy in.
It's miserable.
It is bad.
Yeah,
The
dude.
WNBA is fucking miserable.
I thought we were talking about
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about the pre-show
That's
anxiety.
also miserable, but dude, I get pre-show anxiety so fucking bad if
Yeah.
the people before me suck.
Yeah.
if they suck.
Which happened recently. We won't say which show.
I'll say it.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
It was at Red Light.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were the couple comics before us were not very good.
Not good.
And I was getting the same anxieties because I was like, fuck, like there's people
I'm
here.
not a good anxiety buddy.
No, you're not. Dude, Jeff was telling me not to come to the show, and I showed up, and it was full.
What?
He was like, nah, dude, this is just going to suck. And now I think he might have just wanted my fucking spot.
He's
I was
telling you
gonna-
not
wanted to do
yeah.
more
That's why you're
time.
headlining.
He
He told you
literally
not to
told
show
me,
up.
he said, tell Abby you got COVID. He said, wreck your car. And then I get there, and there's like the room seats 40 people, maybe. There's like 25 people there.
Yeah.
It's like a pretty full room.
When I was there, definitely didn't have 25 people. That sounds like a
No,
good
it
room.
was-
It ebbs and flows big time.
The
But
problem was the people who went before me were just they couldn't get a laugh
Yeah.
to save their lives.
What I-
it was just like I knew that I was better than them. I was like, if anybody's gonna get a laugh, I will. But it's like it still sucks to see 20-something minutes of comedy not work and be like, follow that.
it was like 30. It was like 30.
Oh.
And then you start to wonder, it's like, because every once in a while there are those rooms. There are those rooms where there's people in it. There's nothing else going on. It's just comedy. You're there, but they're just kind of like weird. Like, and that, I will say that audience was still kind of weird. Even once Jeff cracked them open and like, I was like, half an hour into my set, I was still like, this is weird, but like, when you watch enough people and they get like, I mean, literally like within a half hour of comedy, there was probably like maybe 5 audible laughs. None that I would consider significant pops.
Yeah, that's what I was
would
going to ask
consider
her.
chuckles.
Like, I see what you're going for. Type
Right.
thing. Yeah.
And then Jeff got up and it was good. But I was very nervous too.
I was so nervous.
It is very.
What I do like about that room, it's right next to a strip club. It's attached to a strip
It is
club.
inside of a strip club.
Yes.
It's actually just a side room of a strip
Yes,
club.
and I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it because you can see behind the bar, the strip club.
Dude.
And so
Yeah, they
I was
put-
just watching
They
that when
put
people were up.
They put a curtain up now.
They put a curtain up.
'cause
You can't
it's so
see. You can't see any
distracting.
fucking tits, dude. It's bullshit. 'Cause I want to actually go into the strip club because it makes me feel weird and uncomfortable.
Yeah, strip clubs
I
are
walked
weird.
through.
It makes me feel like morally wrong.
Yeah, I
but
agree.
Like, but I like looking at them through glass, like
Yeah,
they're like it's a
yeah.
fish tank. That doesn't make me feel as weird.
Yeah.
Like,
Like
they're
it feels like
creatures.
I'm watching a TV show.
You're at
it's
the
like
zoo.
it's like National Geographic. I'm just watching it, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Young slut hangs from the rafters," and I'm like, "Yeah." And then, but when I'm actually in there, it's weird. When
The
you
single mom prepares for her shift.
when you can smell their perfume, it's like this is too real.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
The
way
single
too real.
mom prepares for her shift by applying makeup to her cesarean section scar.
She'll trick
Cesarean
thousands
section.
of customers tonight.
I don't like strip clubs.
What a successful score.
Strip clubs bum me out.
Yeah,
Strip
dude, they're
clubs bum
weird.
Dude,
Yeah,
I went to a strip club for my buddy's 18th birthday in like my hometown.
like 30
Wait.
years ago.
Yes.
Wait, can you
30
go?
years ago.
You have to be. I thought you had to be 20.
It
21.
depends. There's some places
No,
where it's
there's-
18.
Oh, okay.
But
it depends.
they made us put on a T-shirt that said "We can't drink."
You had to put a
That's sick.
T-shirt on.
If you're under 18, you can still get in, but they give you like these shirts that are like, "Don't serve
Dude,
me alcohol."
That's got to be
But
like
we
blood
went
in
in
the
there-
water for the strippers, though, because they're like these
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
young guys,
I
dude.
mean, we were also, we were broke as fuck. Not really,
Yeah.
but we
Oh,
went
that's
in
the
there.
counter.
We went in there, and like 2 of the girls. This place was literally 15 minutes away from my high school. 2 of those girls, it was like, dude, I bet I could have gotten a lap dance and been like, yo, let me get the math homework too. Like they were
They
so
were-
young.
yeah.
they were
They
like
graduated the class
fresh
before
out.
you.
It was crazy.
I don't love strip clubs. It does make me feel weird. I went once recently for somebody's birthday, and it's very uncomfortable. I spent $0, which I felt very proud about.
Yeah.
I
I've been
didn't-
shamed by strippers for not having money.
They can suck my dick.
Yeah, I
For
felt
$300.
I don't have enough money. Yeah, yeah. And it's like it's just like I'm not gonna do it. I sat in the way the rotation. It was actually at Monroe's, which is where Red Light is. The way the rotation goes, there's 2 poles on the main stage, and the girl comes here, shakes her ass for a little bit, slightly undresses, but over here is where the pussy is out. I was on the right side.
Sick.
I'm hurting my neck trying to look at these. And it's funny. I found myself. I was more curiously looking than I was like. Yeah, I was just like, I wonder what this one's pussy looks like. You know, I was just so curious.
This is insane.
I didn't enjoy hardly any
So
of
they
them.
have a pussy out and then a pussy not out.
I don't
stage?
think it's like designated. I think it's
Oh,
just the
okay.
natural flow as they get more undressed. Because they
Okay.
start on this side and then they rotate to the other side, and a new girl comes out, and then they go back. I think it's just the natural
'Cause
rotation.
I was thinking they have like this is a topless stage and that's a topless and bottomless stage, and I was like, is that because they don't have enough money to like coat the floor of both stages? Because
With what?
You know their pussy's eating through the wood there.
Oh, dude, come on.
Oh, fuck. They need to lay down like epoxy. Oh, that's fucking gross.
After every like 5 strippers, they got to bring in a Zamboni.
Just a little Roomba quick.
I will say there was one lady there.
That's so funny.
Like an ice rink.
Yeah,
Just spraying liquid antibiotics.
Yeah.
There was one girl there who impressed
Do
me.
you think strippers were masked up during COVID?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Like everything, all naked but a mask?
I like to imagine that
That's
one
a
of them
good
would
question.
make like a lingerie set out of masks. She just has an
Yeah.
N95 over her pussy. Because that's where it needs to be.
I mean, that would be, yeah.
The N95 fits better on the tits, but let's
If
be
there's
honest.
Yeah.
anything that's airborne pathogen in a strip club, it's that fucking monkey.
Monroe's is a nice one, though. It's written there, the ladies are nice.
It's in it's in West Palm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a
Those
higher
are
class.
good girls in there.
Yeah, those are some good
There
girls.
was
trying
one
to
that was
pay
really
their
impressive.
way.
Acrobatically, she impressed me. I was not even close to having anywhere close. Like, I was not chubbed up or bricked up in any way because it
No.
was just not hot. But there was one girl who her pole tricks were very nice, and then at one point she hung from the rafters.
With her pussy.
She had her legs.
Her lips gripped it.
Yeah, no, I would, dude. That would be crazy.
That would be
Just like a
insane,
monkey
dude.
with its tail, but just her fucking lips are tied in a knot on the other side of the pole. Like, and she did that, and then she spread her legs, and then she would also shake her legs and her ass while they were like spread out like this, hanging from the rafters.
Yeah.
Talk about being in the splash zone, dude. You got to get out of there. You got to.
You're
That's
getting,
what
you're getting
happens.
slimed in
I
Nickelodeon.
needed a
dude.
mask. Yeah.
That's what happens to like when racehorses break a leg, they shoot them. When like gymnasts tear their ACL, it's like to the club.
To the club.
Oh.
To the pole, Misty.
Yeah, your new name.
That's strippers going out to pasture. Gymnasts going out to pasture is just strippers.
I wonder what you do when you have to retire from stripping. You're just a hooker now? I feel like we're
Probably.
disrespecting these ladies. They're
That's
trying.
okay.
They're just trying to get through fucking law
college,
school.
man. Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny. So forever ago,
Just join the Marines.
This girl followed me on
Just get trafficked,
Instagram.
you idiot. All right,
Jesus
my bad.
Christ.
Oh, whoa.
This girl followed me on Instagram. She's very obviously a stripper. A lot of like, half naked pictures in front of lockers.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like, sick. She's hot. We start talking. We're like gonna hook up, and I'm telling my friend, who was also a girl, about it, and she was like, dude, she's gonna be fucking crazy.
Yep.
And I remember being like, what if she's just like a body positive girl who just knows that she can make a good living? And she was crazy. She threatened to burn my house down and called me the N-word more than once out of anger.
So a good girl.
A good girl.
A good
Not
girl.
a good girl.
Not a good girl. She
called
does not
me the
subscribe.
N-word, which
Wait, was she black?
no.
Oh, not a good
She
girl.
called
Not
me
a
the
good girl.
hard ER.
What an odd thing.
And in bed, she called me Poppy, and she wasn't Hispanic or black.
She's all over the place.
She was
Yeah,
wild,
no,
dude.
you just hooked up with a schizophrenic lady.
She was
wasn't even a stripper.
crazy, dude. She called my brother a loser and my mom a whore. Two people she's never met. It was a wild thing. I have a lot of more.
Was she
extended
right?
Yeah, I was just gonna
stories.
say, did she nail
Did
it?
she
Or?
nail it?
My brother's not a loser. He just graduated college.
My mom, on the
and
other hand.
my mom, on the other hand,
Is a
kind
good
of
girl.
loose. I mean, I don't know my biological dad, so
Hey, there we
Oh,
go.
all right.
hey
So
yo,
she kind of nailed it.
yeah. Don't you fucking talk about Paul like that.
Don't you talk about Mee-Maw like that.
Mee-Maw.
That's what I did call my. I did
Yeah,
call
you-
my
yeah, we've had
grandma
this
Mee-Maw.
discussion.
Yeah.
I've been saying that as a tag now in a joke, and it works. The white rapper friend, he calls his grandparents Mee-Maw and Peepaw, and it always
That's
gets a laugh.
what did you
I
just
know.
take that from my conversation?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
I hate when my
100%.
friends are like, they'll like see me every once in a while. They'll be like, I remember you saying like that was something I kind of said, and then you said that back to me, and I was like, that's what comedy is.
Yeah.
And they're like, but I was the one who like said that part. And I'm like, yeah,
Dude, I
dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
I did it the night we had the because it was the night that we were talking to Flip for a little while. I don't know. That's the only way I remember this.
Where were we?
It was
I haven't seen
Bruise.
Flip
It
in
was
a while.
Bruise, and because I remember he came out when we were talking. I was making fun of you for calling them Mee-Maw and Peepaw. And you're like, that's not weird. You think it's weird because you're not from the area. And then I went on stage. I was like, my fucking friend calls his grandparents Mee-Maw and Peepaw, and the room popped. And I was like, nice. I was like,
Yeah, well, they're both dead, so thanks.
Whoa,
well,
dude.
okay, dude. yeah.
R.I.P. Mee-Maw.
That's yeah.
All right,
Shout out one
Shout
time
out
for Mee-Maw.
Pour one out for Mee-Maw if you
Mee-Maw,
out there.
Peepaw, baby.
Hey, all my big dogs out there drinking 40s, watching Triple F podcast. Pour a little sip out for Mee-Maw.
Do you think anybody regularly drinks 40s seriously? That just enjoys it?
No.
Because
No.
Cheap.
I don't think that there are. I think it's all about the look.
It is the
It
look.
is the look, dude.
It's the
the
look,
bag,
or
and the-
like for games to get like drunk really quickly, or for homeless people. But if you're like a normal human being, like myself, who enjoys beer, dude, a 40 is just gonna. By the time you get halfway through, it's warm.
Yeah, it's
Like,
like,
I'm not
skunked.
trying to
It's skunked
chug
as soon as you start.
40
I used to drink
ounces.
40s a lot back in the day.
Yeah,
yeah, I
me
can
Yeah.
see
'Cause
that.
too.
it's
Back when I
tight.
would
It's
drink
cool.
to get
Yeah, it's
fucked
so
up.
cool.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like we're just trying to get through this.
Did
By
you
the
ever
time I
tape it?
finish this one thing,
Yeah.
I never did the
Like the Edward 40s
40
hands,
hands.
yeah.
That's
No.
dumb.
Yeah, that is dumb. I
But
agree.
they're-
Also, dude, I'm like
40s
alcoholic. I didn't need to have
Yeah.
them taped.
Yeah.
40s are like for homeless people who don't have refrigerators, so whatever beer they buy is gonna end up warm
Regardless,
anyway.
yeah.
You know what is a good homeless beer? Steel Reserve.
We've talked
We've
about
talked
this.
about Steel Reserve. Damn, dude.
You
What
know
a
what?
fucking-
I was never a beer drinker, so I used to do drinking games with like I would substitute with like vodka, which used to get me way too fucked up.
Yeah, really smart, dude.
Yeah, it would be crazy. We'd be doing
That's
like
insane.
it would
That's
be
an insane thought process.
it was. I used to. Well, I didn't.
Dude,
yeah.
I fucking love crushing just like shit light beer, bro.
Ugh.
Just like
Yeah?
Heineken Light, Bud Light, fucking
I wouldn't consider Heineken a
Michelob.
light beer, is it?
just like your regular, like just the shit that any bar would have. The
Yeah,
shit that,
I
like,
get what you're
British
saying.
people be like, it tastes like what?
A gas
like,
station will always have it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Heineken,
I
Bud
love
Light, Miller, shit like that.
Love it.
yeah, I never was into it. I used to fucking destroy Keystones, which I'm sure I've also talked about.
I like Keystone.
But we used to do Keystone often.
Dude, I made my cousin.
a little Rolling Rock.
I had a cousin who was a freshman when I was a senior, and he like wanted to hang out and like party with my friends one night. And so we were like, "Yeah," I was like, "Yeah, you can, but you have to like get us alcohol." And so we drove him to a Hy-Vee, which is like a local like grocery store. And he walked in. He didn't know I was like fucking with him. I didn't think like I told him to go steal one jokingly. I was gonna just go get it from my brother. And then he went in there, and I just see him on a dead sprint on the way out. He didn't even try to like conceal it or anything. He just grabbed 2 bottles of vodka and took off running. Came out with 2 Smirnoffs. And like he had, and it was like, and I was like, "What are you?" And he got in our car. I was like, "Go, go, go, go!" And like 3 people were following him. It was crazy.
That's nice that you just like committed. Like that's what you get for trying to prank him.
Yeah,
like that,
I know.
dude.
Well, we got the alcohol,
Yeah,
and then
that's
my
fair.
friend also got a call from the police because he had his license plates on the car, and
yeah, that's where they go.
they tracked him.
Yeah.
and nothing came from it though. I don't think. I think his parents paid the guy or whatever.
One time in high school, I was in a ding dong ditch phase. I was also
Ooh,
driving a car, which is a
best.
weird place to be. It was when I just very first got my
Oh,
car.
you're
Life's
like
about
middle
balance.
School pranks in high school.
Well, so here's the deal. It was one of those things. It was
I'm
like
with that.
I'm doing middle school pranks, but I'm also drinking 40s while I do it. Like it's like a weird thing.
Yeah.
I'm drinking and driving, but I'm also ding dong ditching. It's a very weird
Yeah,
balance to be in. But we were ding dong ditching, and this guy kept fucking coming out over and over and over, and then eventually we just got cans of cat food and just rocketed it at his fucking glass front door, cracked the front door, and left fucking cat food all over.
no.
Like those cans of just
Yeah.
gross
Yeah, the
stinky
wet
Yeah,
cat
the
food.
wet cat
And
food's
then rather than just being like mission accomplished and getting the fuck out of there, we drove by his house about 100 times. And not 20 minutes after I got home that night, the police were there. And they were like, "Did you do this?" And I was like, "No." Like, I can't lie.
Yeah.
I'm so scared. I'm like, "No, I don't know. Why would I throw cat food?" They're like, "We didn't even say anything about cat food." I'm like, "I don't even know who this is. I don't know." And then I had to go back. Drunk, by the way. The cops, they didn't know I was drunk. But I drove my vehicle back to that guy's house and had to clean he didn't want to press charges for me breaking, like literally damaging his property. But I did have to get on my like hands and knees and clean cat food at like midnight.
That's
It was
worse than
awful.
that's embarrassing.
It was worse.
Yeah,
it was
that
worse.
sucks.
Just take me to the clink.
I'm about to do my time.
I'm gonna
like a
do
man.
my time for vandalism. No, I was on my hands and knees cleaning
I've been to
stinky.
jail and I ain't scared to go back.
Dude,
Did you guys have to do in elementary school "I'm sorry" statements? when you get in trouble, you have to be like, I'm sorry for this. And I will do
you
this.
didn't go to school with black people, bro. I know you didn't.
What are you talking? I mean, yeah, I was in elementary.
didn't fly.
I remember one time I pushed a kid off of the monkey bars. He was hanging, and I came up and I pushed him, and he fell flat on his face and broke his nose open. And then like I got in trouble. Like
Jesus.
yeah, well I didn't. Yeah, he didn't break his nose, but he started bleeding. And then I got everybody's parents had to come to the office or whatever. And my punishment was 1 day of detention all day, and then I also had to give an I'm sorry statement in front of the class. And so I had to go in front of the class and have this thing where it was like, I'm sorry for pushing you off of the thing.
Sorry.
I'm sorry for pushing you off the monkey bars.
Sorry.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to hurt you. I thought it would be funny.
repressed sexuality.
I got suspended once for bringing a knife to school.
How
You
old?
told us this.
Have I?
Yep.
Did I tell it on here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old
I
were you?
think-
I don't remember
I
how
think
it
Dong
goes.
First
ditched
grade?
This lady in our
Yeah,
neighborhood.
I remember.
And we, the classic move, you ding dong ditch, then you go across the street, hide in the bush,
And you
to see their
watch.
reaction.
Yes.
Yeah, this lady, like the third time she came out, was like, "I won't hurt you, just come out." And we just started laughing. Like, that's not what we're scared of, you dumb bitch. You're not gonna hurt us.
Why would we ring your doorbell and run away? The running away part isn't because we think you're gonna hurt us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What the fuck?
You
She
fucking
comes out
idiot.
again. You do it again. She comes out with 2 Mac 10s. She's like, now I will.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
There was also there was a cop in our neighborhood that was like, "Are you guys ready to have a fucking run? We're gonna go sprinting," because that was like the one house that was like, he chases.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
though.
that-
That's exciting.
That's a
That
boss.
was the adrenaline.
That's a
that
good-
was
I wish
like,
I could, dude. I wish
a
I could
video
go
game
back
boss.
to
ding dong.
that,
Yeah,
bro.
he was the final boss.
Yeah.
It was like you ding dong ditch him, and then it was like, do we remember like whose backyards we can cut through to get back to our house? Because once he figures out he's being ditched, he grabs the flashlight and he chases.
Yeah.
And he was the most fun, if we're being honest.
Dude, of
If you're getting
course.
ding dong ditched, just ignore it. Just open it once. If there's nobody there, just stay in your house. Because if you chase, you're target number one.
It's like whenever you're like making fun of somebody and they're like, "Oh, fucking stop!" That's the most fun person to make fun of.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who gets the fucking flashlight and chases you is the most fun guy. Dude, this is making me wish we could do that.
Let's go do it, dude. Let's go have
Should we go
Patreon,
ding
dude. I'll
dong ditch
fucking
people? We
record
need
it.
to find a nice suburb because we got to be careful around here.
I mean, we need. Yeah, we're not.
Yeah,
doing
no,
it in this
not
We're not
here.
doing it in this neighborhood for
No.
sure. Because even if they caught us, they would be
Ding dong
they'd be like,
ditch
"Por
turns
qué?"
into click clack boom.
Click clack pow. Yeah, we don't want to do it around here.
No. I have a nice neighborhood to do it in. We live in
Dude,
a.
that would be so fucking fun.
It would
It'd be
fun.
hilarious.
But what
I-
if we got
decent.
I got
caught?
bad knees now, though.
But what if we got caught? I'm out of shape as fuck, dude. I was on the
me
elliptical earlier for 12 minutes, and I was like,
Yeah. dude.
We'd have to. We could get some content out of it.
That'd
could
be
you
hilarious.
imagine if they caught Jeff and they were like, "You're fucking 30,
Dude,
dude."
they're like, you're at least 50.
That's my cover though. They're like, "Did you ding dong ditch my house?" I'm like, "I'm a 30-year-old bald guy. Ding dong ditch.
Come
me.
on.
Come on."
You- come
you
on,
know
dude.
what would be
They're
funny?
like, "Why are you so out of breath?" And I'm like, "I'm looking for my dog."
You know what would be funny?
Matt's big ass hiding behind a mailbox.
Yeah, I'm like- if we go to a neighborhood,
Josh just kills someone like Semper Fi.
fucking
That's
Christ.
the prank. He's dead. You're all accomplices.
I would turn you in. I'd rat on you.
Yeah, dude. I would. I would
100%
always. I think it's so funny. People are like, no
100%.
snitch. It's like I would tell immediately,
Yeah,
dude.
I've been to rehab with so many people like that, but like I think would be funny because we're all adults. Is set up some lawn chairs in the fucking yard across the street. Have like a cooler out and a couple drinks. Ding dong ditch the house across the street. Sprint over and sit down in those chairs and just hang out. And have them come out and be like,
Is that you?
"Do you guys see anybody?" You're like, "What? Like, did you see anybody?" You're
Point
like,
that
I
way.
have no idea. Then, like, by the third time, they're like, "Is it you guys? Are you guys doing it?" And you're like, "Are we what? Are we ding dong ditching your house? Can you see we're just trying to have a nice
We're trying
fucking
to have a
night, lady,
nice-
dude? Go back in your
Trying to relax.
house."
This is a good July 4th idea.
Yeah,
Dude,
I
dude,
like that.
by
We're
the-
setting off fireworks, bro. The only thing that would suck is we would do that and someone would be like, "I have a ring
Yeah, I was gonna
camera.
say that.
It's clearly you."
That is the worst part about doing it now. Early 2000s, you didn't have to worry about
We could get like one of those sticks that has like a. Have you seen those like fake little hands? That would be funny to put it on a stick and like ring it from afar, so you can only see the fake hand.
You'd need a big one.
You would need a big one.
Yeah, because a lot of them get the whole
the
like,
precision.
front yard.
Yeah, it also would be a giveaway because we'd be beat red is sitting across the street.
Dude,
Like
what if
panting
we're,
on
what
the
if we're
couch.
masked
Yeah.
up?
Dude, what
Yeah,
the
like
fuck?
that.
We go ski masked up.
He has gloves in case they have a fucking DNA kit, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I piss myself on the front lawn because I'm scared. They like track
That way,
just
if
get
they
shot.
do catch us, they're like, "Oh, they're murderers."
Yeah.
We're gonna
yeah,
get
dude.
murdered.
Dude.
That's what we want. The off chance that some crazy fucking vet is checking
Or
his ring
let's
cam.
just knock
As
on
soon as we're
people's
walking up to
windows.
the door and we just get blown away,
Just
and we're
boom.
like, content.
Like and subscribe.
Let's just knock on people's windows with kitchen knives
Yeah.
while
that'd
they're
be a
watching
sick
TV.
That's what we need to do. We need to creep to the side of people's houses and just stand in their windows.
All
Yeah.
right. This is embarrassing. I hate that I have to admit this. This is something that makes me fucking cringe. But do you guys remember the movie Phone Booth?
Yeah, with Colin Quinn or,
With-
not, Co- or
not
Colin,
Colin
Farrell.
Farrell.
Colin
Yeah.
Farrell, yes.
Colin Quinn.
Very good.
Colin Quinn. Very different movie.
That would be fucking.
That'd be a good bit.
Who the fuck is calling this phone? That would be the whole movie. Click and he'd leave.
yeah, he just gets
So,
shot.
if you haven't seen that movie, Colin Farrell is in a phone booth. It rings and he gets a call from a guy with a sniper trained on him. So my brother and I started prank calling people, star 67ing, so like block your
Yeah.
thing.
Holy
and
shit.
And he would describe to me what their room looks like. So I was like,
Wait.
yeah, dude, this
Wait.
is
Wait.
Wait.
this is
Wait.
bad.
You're you
People
knew the
that
people.
you already knew, or he would go and find
No,
a room
no.
he could peek into.
We already knew people we knew.
Okay, that's
But
a little better.
But
Oh, God.
the one that we really got good was a person that I had never met, but my brother had been to their house and he was describing their bedroom. So I was like, "Yeah, I have a sniper trained on your window." And she's like, "No, you don't." And I was like, "Yeah, I do." And he's like telling me what her room looks like, and I'd be like, "Nice Britney Spears poster you got there." And then I had to write an apology letter because this girl,
Because this girl feared for her life.
yeah.
yeah, because we immediately called back and we were like, "We're so sorry, it was just a prank." And then her parents called my parents and were like, "Your kids need to apologize. My daughter thought that she was gonna get
Sniped,
fucking
dude.
murdered."
Chris Kyle was fucking.
Dude,
That kind of put a cork
holy-
in the old pranks for a
Dude,
while.
little bit
another
too much.
prank.
we
my-
went a little too far.
yeah, my friend Clayton Sampson had a. Really? Clayton
Clayton.
Oh, I thought that.
What if
wait,
his brother's name
his
was
name
Clayton
Sampson? That would have been
What
crazy.
if my
dude.
brother's just a serial prankster? He's just going around the
ding dong
country.
ditching still.
Yeah.
But my friend Clayton Sampson worked at the I don't know how he had access to it, but he had access to old yearbooks and we're in a small enough city that people don't really leave.
Weird.
So he would get I think it was just at the office, maybe at the school, and he would get a list of names from people who would graduate, and then he would see if they would still be there. Like the guy, it was only guys because the last names would obviously change when they'd get married, the women. But he would call, and let's say he saw Jeff Dolezal's name, he would then call and use another name from the same person's yearbook. So it would be like if you guys graduated together, but this is like 1988 when you graduated, he would be like, "Oh, what's going on? This is Matt Ross. Is this Jeff?" And then we would just start making up fake stories, and the guy, because they're not trying to be rude, would just go along with it. We'd be looking at the yearbook, being like, "Remember when Derek busted open his head at the pool table?" And the guy would be like, "Oh yeah, I remember that." Just going with it, trying to not be rude.
Just these super long, elaborate stories,
Unique
and
that
then
never
you just
happened.
Get to where like, yeah, that was crazy times.
Remember when
My
we,
wife left me recently.
yes, dude. He would
just
take it to next level.
Yeah.
It was so
Remember
funny.
the summer of '87 when we all went to the lake house, and on the way there we accidentally hit a hitchhiker and we all hid the body as a bonding experiment. You remember that? We swear we'd never tell. You remember
I was
that?
like, no, I genuinely don't. That never happened. You're like, nah, Mark, you were there.
Oh, classic Mark.
Classic Mark, just
He's like, I
joshing
don't
around.
remember that. And you're like, exactly.
Exactly.
Hang up.
Hey, neither do we.
Yeah,
Wink, wink.
That definitely never happened.
What accents are we doing, do you think?
Just old guy.
You did. Yeah. That's me
Yeah.
being
I've been
like,
smoking since I was 14.
yeah. I work at the factory.
I work at
There's something in there,
I
though.
work
That's
at
not.
the factory.
Springsteen.
Yeah. The Eagles.
The boss.
The-
Springsteen's the boss.
The boss.
I love songs about factory workers.
Why are there so many dads who are the same person?
Dude, I remember
for real.
going to my buddy's house. We came back from a trip and we went to my buddy's house and his dad was like throwing the tennis ball for his dog, and he was cooking like hot dogs on the grill, and he was like, "You boys want a hot dog? Got the game on." We were like, "No, we got to go back to my house." And then we drove to my house, and we got there. And my stepdad is, he's grilling steaks and playing with the dog, and he has the football game on. It's like, you guys you're the same person who chose different meats at the
It's
grocery.
so weird, dude. It's like sometimes shit like that makes me be like, we're in a simulation.
Yeah, dude.
There's only so many.
Yeah,
many.
but that's a beautiful life though. Just playing with your dog, grilling meats.
Oh, no.
and football.
I
It's the
love
nicest,
that, dude.
simplest, like most.
Yeah, it's like it's not really a simulation. It's just that shit rules, bro.
The things
Yeah.
I need to
That
feel
rules.
pleasure, dude. If I could just grill and play with a dog and be like, this is all I need, sign me up, dude. Put the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
white New Balances on me.
Yeah.
Give me some Nike Air Monarchs and some fucking Magellan crew socks. Give me a tennis ball and a good boy of a dog, and I will just stay outside and grill meats until I die.
Unfortunately, us three have that stupid hole in our hearts that won't be filled until we can see this comedy thing
Dude,
through.
I had it filled for a while. Heroin was doing great, and then, then I
Heroin
had to
was-
stop that. And then it's like, what do you do now? And
If
now I'm
comedy
doing,
doesn't work out, you think you'll go back?
probably. I have
That's the
nothing
only
else
option.
to live for.
Don't like Matt's new reel.
Yeah.
Let's see if
Oh,
we can
God.
relapse.
Yeah, what's it at right now? Do
I'm
we
not
have?
gonna check. Do you want me to check?
No, don't
no,
check.
I want to check
Don't
after.
Don't be a
Yeah,
psycho.
I want to
don't
check
be a-
after.
Because
I
it's gonna
almost
start
checked,
engaging. Yeah.
and then I did.
Do you ever
Once
do
the cameras are off, we'll talk analytics and numbers like psychos,
You're like
we
idiots.
always fucking
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
But while the cameras are on, we'll pretend we
We're
don't
gonna
care.
be. We're gonna act like we're chill dudes.
But when the cameras are off, we're like, I think one more reel will get to 1,000 subs.
Yeah, we'll get to 1,000
We're gonna
subs.
do-
This is a good time to genuinely thank people for subscribing to our YouTube channel.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you
That's
rule.
crazy. We are almost at 1,000.
Yes.
It would be cool if by the time this came out we were at 1,000. I don't think that's
I don't think
gonna
that's going to happen,
but
but in 2 days it could.
it
Tell your
does
friends.
mean a lot
It doesn't matter. 'Cause
because we work hard on this, but more importantly, we get to flex on our peers out here.
That's the biggest thing.
most important
That's what
thing.
matters the most to us is just feeling better than everybody else.
There are a
Oh, you got
lot of people around us who have started podcasts and tried to have content. We're the only one who were doing it right and the only ones who were getting real numbers out of it.
Personally, I was one of those people. I had a podcast before this, and I don't think that it was bad. I just don't think that it was.
No, that's
this.
embarrassing.
It was this.
I'm kidding, dude. But you don't put in the work. I just don't get why you guys don't. Why don't people put in the work? Not you, but I'm talking about everyone. Well, if you're making it, why not make it? You know, do it.
Because
Do the
they're
thing.
gay.
That's true. I am gay.
No, wait.
No, they're gay.
Oh,
Who's
they're-
gay?
I was on your side, dude.
I'm not gay, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Josh just outed himself.
If you were, you wouldn't be on this fucking podcast.
I'm so
I'll tell you that
bummed
much.
that Pride. I'm so bummed that Pride's almost over.
Yeah, you can't. Your shows aren't gonna get. You aren't gonna be.
You're not gonna get booked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm everybody's favorite gay comic in disguise.
Yeah, kind of gay comic. You could probably go
I'm
on
Tim
stage and be
Dillon.
like, "I'm bi," and then you'd.
Oh, 100%.
I bet.
Yeah.
Dude, I think I tell enough of my jokes and people are like, he's saying he's not gay.
Dude,
but
you
there's
probably might be
something in
bi.
there.
Let's
I'm
explore
not,
this.
No, I'm
Let's
I'm
explore
genuinely
this.
not bi.
Who's the most attractive man to you?
in general?
Yeah, like if you had to be like, is there like a celebrity crush?
Besides my dad?
Besides your dad and
Oh,
besides
oh,
yourself, who do you
oh.
think is the best looking guy?
Before you say it, thank you.
Yeah, it's probably Jeff Dolezal.
I'm the hunk of the
I'm
group.
not. I'm not attracted to men.
We all
you
have
don't
our
have like a man
roles.
crush?
We all have our roles on this podcast. I'm the hunk.
Yeah. I'm the brains. And
Josh-
The panic
is-
attack.
Josh is gay.
Josh
Yeah.
is the mentally ill one.
Yeah.
But I'm
that's
definitely
true.
I'm
though.
definitely the
That
hunk.
is true.
I'm the hunk.
Yeah, they got your fucking toes out and shit.
Yeah, you fucking
Wait,
freak.
do you have any man crushes? I
Yeah,
don't have
dude.
any that come on the top
Dude.
of my brain, but I know for a fact there are people who
Ri-
where I'm like, woof.
Ryan Gosling in The Place Beyond the Pines. I cannot.
You like him? You think he's more attractive in a specific movie?
Yes,
Are you trying
because
to call
he's-
me the
Yes.
bi one.
No, I'm not. I'm 100% open about the fact that he's insanely hot in this movie. I've talked about it.
Are
a
you
lot.
bi?
For Ryan
was a long
Gosling.
pause.
For Ryan Gosling, if he asked me to blow him, I might.
Oh,
If he's got the face tattoos and the tattoos in the movies, yeah.
for free?
You like tats, bro. That's
Have
a
you
good question.
seen the
I know that I
No.
know that you guys know that this is a bit of mine, but I do genuinely want to know how much, like, really, just average guy on the street. You get the first 5 people you see leaving this house. You get to pick from them. You have to suck their dick. How much money would it take?
To completion?
Yes, to completion.
70.
Very common question, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
60,
completion.
That's
77.
different. Put a penis
To
in my mouth for a
completion-
second, or completion is
To
different.
Do I
completion,
swallow?
you're not forced to swallow. It's either going to be on your body or in your mouth. Max time though is 10 minutes.
Okay. I could do it. I think I could
10
do
grand.
Yeah, 10 grand.
That's
probably.
see, dude. That's
10,
fine.
20.
That's in my bit. That's what my answer
10,
is.
20,
is 10
yeah.
grand.
10 grand.
If it's like I have to do other stuff though, I feel like it would be maybe
What other
more.
stuff?
Like if I had to swallow and like it was longer than 10 minutes, then we're talking 60, 70.
If he could bust on my clothes to where I could just throw my shirt away.
No, it's on your bare skin. You're gonna feel his warm cum on your skin.
11 grand.
One extra $1,000.
You know what?
Yeah.
Now that you put it that way, $5.
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
I think I would.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now that I'm kinda
in
thinking
that
about it.
joke, I say 10 grand. I would do it for less.
It depends on if I need rent.
$5,000 would significantly alter the
it's-
way that I operate on a day-to-day
Dude,
basis.
$5
right
grand
now.
is
So would
so
knowing
much
that
money.
you sucked a dick.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It depends what the guy looks like. Also, to be honest.
Yeah, if
with
it's
you.
Ryan Gosling. the
It
place
also
gonna fine.
depends. You know what?
Who's your crush?
I
Who's
don't
your
really.
man crush?
I don't really know that I have one just like off
What
the
about
top of my head. But I mean, I'm comfortable enough within myself to be like that guy is objectively attractive.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
What about yours, Jeff? Because
Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade.
that's just because he's athletic. He's not a
also
good
very
looking.
handsome.
He's not.
a what?
I don't think he's like a handsome guy, right?
Dwayne
Are
Wade's
you out of
handsome.
your mind? Dwayne Wade is.
I've only seen him in like the
insanely
2010 cameras. To be fair, I've never
Oh,
seen
you
like.
mean when he was in his prime?
Yeah, I've never looked. I've never listened to interviews. I've only seen him
Dwayne
zoomed
Wade
in
is
on like a 2008.
Dwayne Wade
Let's
is
see
very
it.
handsome. Adam Sandler is probably.
You know
mine.
what?
Oh, Adam
You're-
Sandler's,
You're
yeah.
showing your racism right here.
How is this racist?
So I think
'Cause I don't
what's-
listen to
what's more
Dwayne
important-
Wade's-
What's more important?
Are you about to say mixtape? You fucking racist.
Whoa, no, dude.
I think what's more important than how the
Come
guy
on.
looks
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah.
is
Come
that. Let
on.
me see. Just to.
That's
so I
the
can
first
get
photo. He shows
hard.
me the hottest guy I've ever seen.
Yeah, dude. Somebody posted that Twitter's so racist. Sometimes, and then sometimes it's super liberal. I love Twitter. And
you would
somebody,
like Twitter, dude.
I love Twitter.
I love
Somebody
Twitter.
I hate
posted
Twitter.
that picture of him and his wife walking in. He was dressed like that, and he was like, they were like Dwayne Wade taking fashion advice from his daughter.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yikes.
I was like, damn, dude.
At least
That
they
guy,
said
he's
daughter.
in the fucking pants and a tank top, and they're like, he's basically trans now. Don't cut his dick off, man.
Don't cut his dick off, man.
All right, I know we've already covered that. I just can't.
It's
not.
a very
I
good-
can't not say that.
Yeah, dude. That should be a
D-Wade's a
tag.
handsome fella.
Yeah.
I bought 3 of his jerseys in my lifetime.
Damn, dude, you would suck his dick for free.
He's
then,
got
bro.
jerseys in
That's
his house.
crazy,
I
dude.
went to your house and you had who was on the wall in the bathroom, or was
I
it in
have
the bathroom or?
No, I have a signed Marshall Falk jersey and I have a signed Kevin Durant jersey.
Yeah, it was
Fuck
KD.
Kevin
It was the
Durant,
KD
dude.
shirt that I saw.
Kevin Durant can suck my fucking dick.
KD rules.
KD sucks, dude.
What are you talking about?
He's great at basketball.
Isn't he
he's,
Lana
he's
Rhoades'
a fucking
baby
asshole.
daddy?
He's a piece of shit. I'm an OKC fan. He took us to the brink multiple times, couldn't get the job done. Not necessarily his fault. What was his fault is when we got to the Western Conference Finals against the fucking Warriors, and him as the leader of the team couldn't pull out a 3-1 lead in a year where we more than likely would have won the championship had we gotten past the Warriors, and then spent all summer telling us that he was going to stay in Oklahoma and that it was his home and that he loved us and that he would always be there for us and that he cared about us. And then guess where he went?
Golden
The
State.
fucking Golden State Warriors. And
Yeah.
thus also begins the beginning of the sort of I guess you could argue that LeBron going to the Heat was this, but I really think it
Super
really
team.
Allen and KG going to the Celtics would be the start of the Super Team
Yeah,
era.
but I think what happened is the Warriors being that team that year made every team go, we have to have this now.
Sure.
You know?
Also, he wasn't going to win in OKC. The
Mm.
Harden trade is what forced KD.
So here's the thing. I agree. I know this is probably getting boring, and I don't give a shit. Sometimes we have to have segments for us, too, because we're friends and we're having a good conversation. Josh, shut the fuck up. I think that the year that we lost was the year he should have done it, and he didn't pull it out because he's a fucking asshole. He's a piece of shit.
I think this last Lakers
He's a
season
snake.
and last year's Wizards season and the season prior to that for the Rockets will show you that Russell Westbrook as your number 2 option is not enough to win a championship. He's not a very good player. He's not a good team player. You'll never win with Russell Westbrook as your second best player.
You are
with that being said,
out of your fucking mind.
with that being, I'm not out of my mind. Russell
if
Westbrook
you look at
No.
other players' numbers when Russ is on the team, it elevates everybody on the team. You can look at the fucking statistics. Josh, shut the fuck up.
on a 7th. Hold on.
You can
on
look
a
at the
7th seed,
You can look at the fucking
his
statistics.
MVP year.
Huh?
As a 7th seed, getting bounced in the first round, he's not good enough. Russell Westbrook is not good enough. He's
For
not.
what?
To win a championship.
By himself?
Or with, dude, he can't play with other star players. He can't. Dude,
Okay.
I know I am autistic
I
about
mean,
basketball.
I watched him
Hold
and
on.
KD
Let's go.
literally in person score 90 points together and win.
And when he does, and how? what
Josh,
was their
shut the
offense?
fuck up!
What was their offense? You run the play, then I'll run a play. Russell Westbrook without the ball in his hands is useless. Useless. He cannot play without the ball in his hands. And if you pair him with a player like KD or LeBron James, a guy who
Get
is
out of my fucking
most
shot.
potent with the ball in his hands, you're gonna turn Russell Westbrook into a spot up shooter. He does no action off the ball. He plays no fucking defense. He's terrible off the ball. The only way he's good is when you have an OKC team like he did in 2017 when he won the MVP, when he has nothing around him but role players, and he can set records for usage rate. That's the only time Russell Westbrook's good.
Are you saying that it would cost more than 10 grand for you to suck his dick or not?
I wouldn't suck Russell Westbrook's dick. Fuck no.
For no amount of money?
Oh, for
Just
10
because
grand.
he's a
I like
bad...
this.
Oh,
I
okay.
like that we're
Regular
back into this
10
now.
grand, I'd suck Russell Westbrook's dick.
I'm sorry for that rant.
D-Wade, free.
Jeff...
Three
So
did-
can
Three-time
we
champion.
answer the question, is Lana Rhodes' baby daddy
No.
Black?
KD?
Oh.
Jesus. No.
Is it?
That
No.
was a
Isn't
rumor.
it black? Yeah. I
It's
thought
not
the baby
it's
was
It's not
black.
Kevin
Katie's
Durant?
kid. No.
Also, I feel bad for Lana Del Rey. That's what I was almost about to say. I just confused
The
so many
singer?
names. Yeah, I just confused so many names. Lana Rhodes.
Uh-huh.
I feel bad for the kid because have you seen her comment section on like social medias? Whenever she
Yeah,
posts
yeah.
the kid, they're like, "That's everybody's son." It's like, chill, dude.
Yeah.
Dude,
man.
imagine being.
I
You
saw a
can't-
comment that said her kid was a group project.
That's so out of
Dude.
pocket, but it's so funny.
Yeah, man.
It's
you-
also the most like racially ambiguous kid I've ever seen. It's like that is everyone's kid.
Maybe there's some merit to what the people are saying. Maybe
Yeah.
there's like some sort of super sperm that
Yeah.
just
That
kinda-
dude, it
pussy-
They all
developed.
lock
It
tails.
developed
Yeah.
in.
They all locked tails like a rat.
They
king.
all lock tails like the Rat King, yeah, and then they fucking
Her dude. It's just like a cave in there. It's just dripping, dude.
Yeah.
And then whatever
Dude,
got
I
in,
would-
whatever got in.
the
got
strongest stalactite impregnated her.
I would
in. Dude, stalagmite.
I would drop kick that baby off a bridge to fuck Lana Rhodes.
No, dude.
A porn star?
Yeah, man,
Porn
she's
stars
fine.
don't do it for me.
Usually they don't. She's hot though.
She is-
I will
she's-
admit that
That's
what
the
I
thing,
just said
it's
was
like-
pretty extreme.
Yeah.
I don't care that much.
Porn stars are like super strippery looking women. Like it just doesn't.
But that's the
do it
thing
for me.
about her that I actually
She's
don't
not
see.
super porny looking.
No, and I
But
don't
it's
like
still
that.
the fact that
I've
you
listened-
could within 30 seconds pull up a video of her having sex with 5 different dudes.
I don't
that
mind
would-
that.
I'd mind that.
I don't mind that.
I'd mind
Bitch,
that.
I'm a thought. Get me lit.
I do. I feel
I
like.
mean, don't get me wrong. I'd hit it. I'd hit
Wait,
it.
one second. What the
course
fuck
not.
was that? What'd you say, bitch? I'm a thought. Get me lit.
Get me lit. R.I.P. Pop.
R.I.P. Pop.
Is this
I'm
a
a
lyric that I'm not?
Give me
You know it. Bitch, I'm a thought. Get me lit.
Oh, okay. When you say it like that, I did. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never.
I
Analyzed
can't
it.
fuck with these blanks because all of these blanks is gay.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of the best lyrics of all time.
So fire, dude.
It's
so
so
hard.
good.
Pop
That's
Smoke.
I swear to God, if you guys ever steal my walk-on song,
Dior, baby.
Is that your walk-on song?
Dior, yeah.
That's my walk-on song now.
Yeah.
No, it isn't.
I'm doing Element tonight.
You already took Rick Ross from me. Don't take this.
What was the Rick Ross song?
Devil is a lie.
Yeah.
I go back and forth. I switch it up.
Yeah,
I do
you
the-
had
I do-
Bossy by Khalees.
I do
for a while.
Bossy by Khalees sometimes. That's one of my faves. My first and favorite and the easiest one is Beautiful by Pharrell and Snoop Dogg. It's very upbeat, and you can just start it from the top.
I do Dior Pop Smoke started at 17 seconds.
Yeah.
I do
or
up, up and away because it goes Lil Wayne because it goes right into like bars. Like, I'm about to go up, up and away, dick in your mouth. Fuck what you say, and then I go. Isn't that funny that I came out to that?
I don't even
Boo! Boo!
it's a
Just
good
do your
bit,
fucking
dude.
act. Why don't you? You
It's a
fucking
good
hack.
bit.
I do like the idea of like a very lyric heavy Lil Wayne song and then being like, you guys ever been a come and go?
Yeah, that's exactly. That's why
Hey, what do you
it
guys
comes
think of
into.
that?
So I go. So I'm from Iowa, and then it's funny.
Oh, dude, I learned something yesterday. Did you guys know? I genuinely didn't know this. That they call it a forehead because you can
No,
do four.
that's not real.
I'm not gonna try it. I'm not even.
Why do you do that and then you slap it? Is that?
You think I'm gonna get up and stop? No, look, dude, it's fucking 4 fingers. Is it not?
It
Jeff's
was.
is a
What
little
is
bit more. Jeff's is a couple more.
Mine's about a 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Just about a 4 and a
Move
thumb.
it over to those Widow Peaks area, dude. Then it's a 8. Mine's a 5 over here and a 3 here.
Is
I
that
gotta-
like an
I gotta
actual
shave my
scale?
head.
This is not. There's no way.
Dude, what are you talking about? From the top of your eyebrows, which is where your finger is,
It
to
is-
where the top
I know,
of
I'm
your
not saying
index
it's
finger
not
is
that.
your
It's
hairline.
perfectly
That's
4.
4 fingers.
perfectly
You think
4.
that's just a coincidence? You think there's no God?
You denying the existence of our Lord?
Kinda.
No,
Whoa,
not our
I don't
Lord.
like that.
Whoa,
I don't
whoa.
like that.
Yeah.
Not our Lord.
Not during his month.
What?
His month.
I don't know. Jesus was kind of gay.
Don't you fucking dare, bro.
Jesus was gay.
Don't you fucking dare, dude. He died for our
Wait,
sins.
what? Oh, no.
How long have we been going? Where
We're about in an hour. We're about
All
there.
right, we're starting to call our Lord and Savior gay. Maybe it's time we wrap.
Yeah,
it
we
up.
can wrap it up.
Subscribe, please. I love
Subscribe,
you.
like-
Follow me on
Like-
Instagram.
We love you.
Like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. Follow the Triple F Podcast page on Instagram. I'm going to put all the links behind or below. Rate and comment.
Behind. It's in the code.
It's in the
embedded
code.
In the
It's
code.
in the code. Rate
Rate
and
them
review.
with a T.
And then also, yeah, rate with the T. And then share.
Rate with a T and
Share
bring back
this.
Roe v. Wade, you conservative fucks.
Whoa, Jeff really likes to keep people guessing.
You
on
don't know
he
where
stands.
I'm at politically. You
Jeff,
don't know
Jeff,
where I'm
like
at.
one podcast was like, I'm an atheist, and now he's like, don't talk shit on our Lord and Savior.
Mhm.
He also shouts out 45 quite often,
Yep.
but
Yep.
now he wants us to overturn. You want to overturn the overturning of Roe v. Wade?
Yes, I want it to
Yeah,
come
of
back.
course.
Double overturning.
I want it to
Yeah,
come
yeah,
back.
yeah. You want Roe v. Wade?
Yeah, you don't know where I'm at.
Yeah,
I want
don't.
abortion to be okay, but I also want the wall to be built.
All right, goodbye.
Okay.
Nuance.
Bye.
Throw the baby over the wall.